Alright, hello and good luck, Cater. I would totally like to play first. You will notice some slight differences. This is fine. I can keep it, even though I don't have creatures until 3. I made some slight differences after I submitted the first time. I was looking at the Spiteful Returned and realized, you know what? That card seems pretty good. It'll give me some reach, so I ended up taking out a Dragon Mantle for the Spiteful Return. It also ups my creature count by a little bit. Not that I'm likely to be playing it on turn 2, but there is always the chance. And Deathbell Raider with a Lightning Strike up seems like it might be okay. Uh-oh. Spiteful Return. Yep, there we go. Well, I guess there's now some chances that I may be able to get, boom. I may be able to get, what's that called? Regenerate. Regenerate off. If I draw a black next turn, though, oh, that would be sweet. Okay, yep, that thing's gonna die. Crone Conscriptor. Yep, the Butcher definitely dies. And attack for 4. I would like to draw a land sometime soon. Would be pretty nice. Gosh, I could just see the kind of things that I could do with it. Lightning Strike my own guy just to get some sweet thing. Fanatic of Mogis? Sure. Sure, sure, sure. This is actually sweet because my Deathbell Raider trades for it. Ugh. Well, one land away from being able to bestow. My opponent, yep, likely blocks. Down to 12, and still past the turn. I mean, I don't want to be playing a 1/1, but Fairy's Bane Tromper. Any land here would be fine. Boom. Cast with Bestow. 2, 3, 4. So, 3/3 first striking lifelinker seems fine to me. Put me out of range of my opponent shortly. Now my opponent's, I mean, we'll see how good this thing's going to end up being. And probably halfway decent. I would like another land as well. It would be really sweet if it was black, because then I could bestow onto this and have up. So my opponent would go down to 7 before 4 lifelink first strike. Seems good. Or then I could have Celestial Archon. I'd be able to Rage of Purphoros. Even better, a Crone Conscriptor. And if it was black, I can Spiteful Return onto the Crone Conscriptor and just swing for dead against my opponent. I seem to be in a pretty... Okay. 5/5. Attacking me for 5? No? Yep. So what is it? Target creature can't block this creature this turn. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. So what do we have up? We've got up that silly aspect. Okay. Well, let's go for it here. Let's see if my opponent has it. Nope. Now, do I Celestial Archon or a Crone Conscript? Ah, you Crone Conscript. Come on, let's be honest. Yep. Gonna get hit for 6. And then next turn I just lethal. Because I steal whatever gets played. That sucks. But okay. Yep. Alright. So some things are happening. 3, 4, 5. Cast the Celestial Archon. And pass the turn. That's good though. It got some sweet removal out of my opponent's hand. Shredding Winds. Of course, there's always a Shredding Winds. There's always a Shredding Winds when we don't want it to happen. But my opponent killed the Akron Conscriptor on the spot. Yep, I'm going down to 14. Hopefully it's something that I can kill via rage. Not something I can rage. Well, what I can do... Shoot. I am in a pickle. So if I attack here, I mean, I can rage it to force my opponent not to block. 2, 3, 5. My opponent, yeah, I'll put that on top. My opponent doesn't block because it kills the Vulpine Goliath. Yep. I go up to 17. I take... What is that? 13? Plus, ooh, plus a pump of some sort? Yes. Yeah, I realize I'm taking a lot here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to gain a ton of life, though. Alright, let's see it. What do we got? What? Fade into antiquity. Well, that sucks. This still might put my opponent to dead. 2, 3, 4. Cast with Bestow. Does it kill my opponent? Okay. Loses 2 life. Declare blocks. Titan Strength for the win. I don't know what happened over here. Yeah, got there. Snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. All right, that's pretty sweet. I like it. I like what ended up transpiring. But now we know. What do we got? We got the main deck feed and the main deck shredding wins to worry about. Kind of sucks my opponent salt all of the fun, tricky things of my deck. The Crowan, the Celestial Archon, and the Spiteful Returned. Kind of blows, but yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Yoke Docs, no thank you. As far as Warden isn't going to be particularly good, considering the what my opponent played. Like there's the Vulpine Goliath and uh, yeah, no, this the Fairies Van Tromper got too big too quick. So I'm just gonna have to be faster than my opponent. Which I mean, the case could be made. There weren't really flyers. I guess Shredding Winds hits this. I can't even believe I'm even in some way considering siding this in. But I mean, there weren't really much ways to deal with it, and like it starts getting through. And if I can bestow anything onto it or make it a threat, then it's obviously still a threat. I don't know. Let's go. I don't think I sided in though. Here we go. My Toad, bringing me luck since I started using it, and by bringing me luck, I mean it's pretty decent. Would I like to mull? No, this hand's pretty sweet. I've got each of my color, plus hopefully there isn't a Sedge Scorpion coming out for my opponent anytime soon. That's pretty sweet. So Arena Athlete, Satyr Hedonist, I'm not excited. Or I'm underwhelmed by it. The question is, do I Crow and Hoplite first? I think Arena Athlete gets more damage in. We'll start getting more damage in first, especially if I can Chosen by Heliod onto it. So what I do here is, unless my opponent kills it, I Chosen by Heliod onto this guy, hopefully draw a land. Whatever is played here can't block. I'm fine with the Satyr Hedonist blocking because my Arena Athlete eats Satyr Hedonist all day, every day. With, of course, with a Chosen by Heliod on it. Ooh, ooh, hoo, hoo. All right, that's the tech, I guess. Fair enough. Yep, hit for two. I see what you did there. That's good. Good play. Spiteful returned. Not exactly what I was looking for, but it's what I'll have to take. Yep, and clearly not blocking. Wow, that gets a fair amount of things. Yep, you can take your 2 points. Go for it. Alright, best case scenario, I draw a land here, chosen by Heliod, or chosen by Heliod gets me the land, and then I can just start beating. Ideally, one of which is a black land eventually. Because what do we got? We actually, if my opponent decides to sack, have access to 5, so we can see. Okay, that's fine. Boom, black land. That's cool too. Alright, let's chosen by Heliod. Boom. Red. Dauntless Onslaught. That's cool too. And let's swing in for 2. Yep. 2-4, not gonna block. Not surprising. And pass the turn. Like I said, hopefully next turn I get a yep. Uh-oh. Preferably not a rage. Arbor Colossus. That's pretty scary. Yep. So things is happening. Hopeful Eidolon. Not what I was looking for. And I can't kill the thing. So Titan Strength makes it a 5, still does nothing. Yep, pass the turn. This sucks. I guess I could have played. No, playing the Hopeful Eidolon would have done nothing. Dauntless still does nothing. I would like to draw a land. Drawing a land sometime soon would be pretty sweet. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My opponent could monstrous if he wanted to. I'm just gonna assume it's a he because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, ooh, woof. Yep, pass the turn. Cool, mountain. Alright, what does that do for me? What is the optimal line of play? I mean, I guess I could eventually play this to kill this via a rise to the challenge. Because if I don't bestow, this becomes a 9/9 and I just die. Sweet. Alternatively, what do I have? This is gonna become a 9/9. So, do I have a way to kill it? I mean, I can gain 3 right now. No, 2, 3. I can gain 3 right now by bestowing. Puts me at 11, 9, 10, 11, yeah, 12, 13. I die. Alrighty, alrighty. If I attack, this puts me to 5. I wish I could do both. Oh, this doesn't fight back. That's pretty sweet. So I can attack in, makes it 4. This makes it 5. Shoot. I wish I had another. If I do the double block, no, because then I can't play this and do Dauntless Onslaught. Ugh. this is a tough position to be in. I might just have to play the Hopeful Eidolon to chump Arbor Colossus, and then hope to rip a land the next turn. Is it just what's gonna have to happen? Yeah, I think that's unfortunately just what's gonna have to happen. Hopeful Eidolon cast. Because then I can. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, okay. Let's do the math here. So if I can somehow get to 9, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus fight, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, all right. I can see some things happening. Obviously, my opponent doesn't have to have a trick, but I'm gonna have to play to my opponent not having a trick is essentially what it is. And of course, I Titan Strength and Fall of the Hammer my Hopeful Eidolon because I want to be able to gain all of that life. And hopefully my opponent just doesn't notice or doesn't see it because I can do 9 points of damage. The Titan Strength on here makes it 4 power. I Fall of the Hammer, it hits it for 4. I'm blocking with it. That's another 4 that it hits it with, and then that's 8, 9. So best case scenario. Fall of the Hammer is going to have to be pretty clutch here. And I have enough manas to be able to do it. Yes, block, attack, attack. 4 cards in hand, I mean, obviously there's a ton of things that can happen. But if I get Arbor Colossus out of the way, then I get Arbor Colossus out of the way. If not, I lose. But I'm in a losing position anyway. Yep. Resolve these. A Crone Conscriptor. Oh, that card's so good. But it doesn't get me there, so I have to ship it to the bottom. Yep. Blocking. Yes, please. Choose target creature you control to deal damage to that. Boom. Can we get there? Can we get there? You have to have the instant speed one. Can't have the fade. I guess Unravel the Aether also does it, the one that shuffles the enchantment back in. You can Monstrous to kill both my dudes, but then that takes up... It doesn't even take up your whole turn. What is that, 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just have to tap the Karametra's Acolyte. Whew. Alright, can we get there? My opponent's doing the math right now. Oh, how's this actually work? Yes? Sweet. Resolved? Nice! Got there. Gained 16 life in the process. Nessie and Asp. Yeah, I mean, we knew I was in a losing position. But, not much I was going to be able to do otherwise. Yep. Kragma Butcher. Cool. And the Butcher is a butchin'. Yep. So land sometime soon. Land sometime soon. I'm playing 17, so running a little poorly. Geez, I had to 3 for 1 myself in order to get rid of that arbor. Yeah, this game is over. This game is over. So, you monstrous. Yeah, you hit me for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, let's play it out. See what we can do. Of course, my opponent. There's always the time to feed. Or you always draw lands when you don't want to. That would be sweet. But time for a concession. That land was a couple turns too short. I don't know. Haven't even really seen targets for this Ray of Dissolution, so I don't know if it's actually worth it. After 2 games, not seeing any targets, I think I can safely cut it, and then I'm just gonna get wrecked by some sort of. Alright, on the play here. On the play here. So, I don't want to play the Impetuous Sunchaser into the thing that kills all my 1/1s. So I could, what, another Dragon Mantle? Or just a 2/1? Another Dragon Mantle seems fine. Triggers the rest of my heroic stuff. What else? What else can I do? Kragma Warcollar's not gonna do anything. Haven't seen any targets for Ray. Yeah. All right. Let's send it back. Uh, no, I'm not gonna mull. This hand is fine. I do have the turn 2 Deathbell Orator with the ability to bestow on it turn 3 and regen. So seems decent. Oh yeah, this game is probably gonna get out of hand quickly. Because I'll have Ordeal plus Voyaging Satyr. Yes. My opponent doesn't have bounce either. Crow and Hoplite. Yep. Oh, no, you have to attack. Yep, big scary things. Boom. And next turn, Hopeful Eidolon on it. Just make my guy incredibly big. Hopefully that's not the Fade. Polukranos. Well, that sucks. So I can trade the Titan Strength for Polukranos. Or if I Hopeful Eidolon up, my opponent probably doesn't block at all. Hopeful Eidolon it is. Yes, I do have a 5/6 now. 5/6 lifelink. Mm-hmm. And I'm about to gain 10 life. This is not going to be pretty. Alright, what do we got happening? Can you say, ooh, okay. Alright, you just gained a sufficient amount of life. Can one say all of my eggs in a single basket? Because I certainly can. That's fine. Alright, so I can try and Dragon Mantle into another land. I don't think I need to do that though. Yep, 6. Do blockers happen? No blocks. Oh, I can do 9. That doesn't put my opponent at dead though. Ugh. And then I can't play anything else. Nope, just attack for 6. Crone Hoplite and pass. Alright, so I'm gonna need some, I'm gonna have to have some removal and or burn pretty soon because this is a formidable board my opponent is presenting against me. Sweet that you opened Polukranos. Good job, opponent. This may have been a mistake to play this because of fighting abilities, but I guess Polukranos can eat it here if my opponent wants to tap out. 1. No, it needs 2. So my opponent needs the 5th land in order to do that. I would like to draw a red here. A red would be sweet. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Okay, see what you did there. Hitting me for 7. No, not hitting me for 7. Lightning Strike. Okay. So my opponent blocks with everything that's 10, 11. So an 11, 12. and I can do 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can have up regen plus Titan strength. That seems fine. Uh, I am attacking with the Akroan Hoplite as well, because if my opponent does decide to just eat it with Pelucranos, that's fine, because then I will try to go for the win. This is actually sweet, because I have regen up. I can Titan strength here. Ooh, mountain. Do I want mountain? Yeah, actually, mountain's good, because then it allows me to do multiple of these things. 9-8, trade. Boom, up to 45 life, and pass the turn. So I can Lightning Strike next turn and Dragon Mantle, which is good. And I'll be able to Lightning Strike and have regen up, which is even better. Yep. All right, Arbor Colossus. Yeah, that's a thing. Well, attack in. Let's draw a card. Oh, well, I guess I would have won. All right. So, gotta get to 5. And just being careful to keep regen up. Ugh. Yep, Satyr Hedonist. My opponent just wants to stay alive. Let's see how high my life total can get in this match. Let's see. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Kragma Butcher. Okay. I may have just won this game. Lightning Strike. Yes, I just won the game. So, Lightning Strike. That. Fall of the Hammer. Choose target creature you control to deal damage. Choose target creature to be dealt damage. And swing for lethal. Alright. See, we got there. Sometimes you just gotta trade away your creatures. But woo! Ended with the heroic deck, quote unquote. You can't see my air quotes that I just did, but got there. I mean, it certainly helped that opponent missed a couple land drops, but hey, I'll take wins when I can get it. That being said, also ended the game with 45 life, which is, I think, the highest life total I've ever. No, I've ended actually a little bit higher with a Crone Horse and Whip of Erebos. That was pretty nasty. All right, well, see you in round 2.